The story of America from Revolution to modern era.
August 24, 1814. America woke up to a nightmare. Enemy soldiers were marching toward the nation's capital.
Within hours, smoke covered the sky. Panic spread through the streets, and history was about to change forever.
The White House, the symbol of American leadership, was surrounded by British soldiers. The United States had won its independence, but tensions with Great Britain never truly disappeared. While Britain fought Napoleon across Europe, the world's oceans became battlefields. British warships stopped American merchant ships, seized valuable cargo, and forced American sailors into the Royal Navy. To Americans, these actions were more than insults. They were attacks on the nation's freedom, economy, and sovereignty. On June 18, 1812, President James Madison signed America's declaration of war against Great Britain. Many believed the war would be short. Few imagined British troops would one day march into the American capital itself. By the summer of 1814, thousands of battle-hardened British veterans arrived in Maryland. Their next target was Washington, D.C. On August 19, 1814, nearly 4,500 experienced British soldiers landed at Benedict, Maryland. Washington was poorly defended. Many American leaders believed the British would attack Baltimore instead. Leading them was Major General Robert Ross, a respected commander whose soldiers had already fought in the Napoleonic Wars across Europe. As the British marched through Maryland, frightened civilians watched from their homes, unsure if the capital could be saved. American forces rushed to defend the capital, but many were inexperienced militia with little combat training. On August 24, 1814, the two armies met near Bladensburg, just a few miles from Washington. The British attacked with discipline and experience. The American defense quickly began to collapse. The defeat became so chaotic that many Americans later called it the Bladensburg Races, because soldiers fled in every direction.
With the American defenses shattered, the road to Washington lay completely open. Nothing now stood between the British Army and the nation's capital.
President James Madison realized the capital could no longer be defended. He ordered an immediate evacuation. Government officials gathered secret documents, maps, and military records before abandoning the city.
By sunset, British troops entered Washington without facing any serious resistance. The capital of the United States.
As darkness fell, British soldiers reached the President's house, known today as the White House. The building stood completely inside. A dinner prepared for President James Madison still rested on the table. The President had already escaped.
Pile the furniture and prepare to light it.
Moments later, flames erupted the President's house. One of the most iconic buildings in America was. The destruction did not stop at the White House. The British marched toward the United States Capitol. They were determined to cripple the young.
Soon, flames consumed the Capitol building. The House of Representatives, the Senate Chamber, and the Library of Congress.
Government offices, the Treasury, and other public buildings were also set on fire. Washington was disappearing beneath smoke and flames. By midnight, America's capital had become a city of fire. Many believed the young republic might never recover from this devastating.
Want to uncover more incredible moments from American history? Subscribe to Historic America and don't miss Part 2. The next chapter is even more unbelievable.